Hello everyone, this is GamerCat09 and welcome to the Stanley Parable. This game was gifted to me by Foxy last month, so only a couple weeks ago technically, a month ago now. And I have never played this, and from what I've been told by everyone, there's a new one coming out, so I've never played the original. It's kind of been in my list to play of games for a very long time, and I've never experienced it, and it's been out since like 2013 or something. So today we're going to play the Stanley Parable and see exactly what it is. So let's begin the game. The end is never, the end is never, the end is loading. Interesting. So I kind of feel like this game is going to be a troll more than a game. So we shall see.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
Sounds fun.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I want to be Stanley.
And
Maybe
then
I
one
can
day,
be.
Something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh
No
no.
one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
The gasp.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. Okay. So do I have to listen to the... Okay. I've stepped out of my office. Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Everyone's
Stanley
dead.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But I want to explore. Was I say I hate Rhonda? I hate Mondays. Does it? I hate
However
Rhonda.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-worker.
This guy's job is a pencil sharpener. That's amazing. That's an old phone. Who farted? The mug says who farted. That computer's on. Ooh. Oh no, I just turned somebody's computer off. Should I have done that? Let's go to the meeting room. Meeting room? Meeting room? I don't know where the meeting room is. That's not a meeting room. Why is there so many papers all over the place?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Alright, I
Nor
get it.
Did it advance the story in any way?
Okay, let's find the meeting room. I guess I just have to follow the story and be
When
good.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay. Let's do it your way, game.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker, let it ball up inside you, take out passive aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworker. I didn't read the rest of that, but that's funny. Let's go to the boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okie doke. Hello, boss. This must be the boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
That's a lot of books.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2, 8, 4.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where? Oh! Also, that's a wonderful picture of the boss there. I feel like this is turning into like Half-Life or something. God, do I want to go down here? Loading, 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 loading. They could be throwing a surprise party.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now?
Oh.
To him, this question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, hold on a second. I just saw that you wanted the volume raised a little bit. Okay. That should be better. Ooh, spooky.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, God. Oh, but there's escape.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I have a choice? Yes, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh.
Now the monitors jumped to
Whoa.
life. Their true nature
Fired!
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Whoa. Creepy, he's spying on us. There better not be any in the bathrooms. I don't see bathrooms. That's good.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Probably.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So I'm gonna dismantle the controls. Mind control idle awaiting input. Is that it?
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
So pretty outside.
All he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I'm
Stanley
free.
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I guess that's one ending. And we're back here again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
So,
could it mean?
okay, so now I get
Stanley
to do...
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see if there's other things we could do.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Turning off all the computers that are on. Awaiting input. Oh! Huh, I did a thing there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just maybe. What a nice lounge.
Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Does that say? Coffee nut?
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth
It's
it.
calling me out.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But what's this way?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I'm just like not listening anymore. Ooh. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her? Her who? Also, the guy who's talking sounds like, what the hell's his name? Charles Martinelli Martinet?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's she? What are we talking about? Why is that dark?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Hello?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
You're terrifying.
It's a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh no.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Oh
He
no.
has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh, that's not fair. LB.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what
Wow.
he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
God damn it.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
RB.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press X to spend time with the boys.
He went further. He imagined
Oh
that he came
no,
to
I'm
two
stuck.
open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner.
As he wandered through
Oh,
this
God.
fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
LT to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy.
Oh my
and
God,
so
I'm
in his
stuck
head,
here forever.
He relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Please let us have the sweet release of death.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
X to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me. It's not. Oh no, I have to push it. It's not letting me. Oh God. I have to push it. I'm stuck and I have to do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Oh.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I'm trying not to. I can't.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But
Damn
I
it.
don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed
Please
a button.
die.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Oh, okay. So that was a thing. So let's try a different
all of his
approach.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So
Stanley
let's go
decided to
this
to the
way.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Out here. To the right.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room. And
And
Stanley
then we'll
knew it
go to
perfectly
the
well.
left.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No. See what happens when I go down. I have a battle plan, yes.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
I don't want to go left. Looks like that's the only way I could go. I can't open up any of these doors.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right.
Oh.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
That's a truck. Okay.
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh my god, it just restarted us. Ah. Okay. Let's try something different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Oh, different.
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Nope.
Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
Nope, I didn't do anything.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Ooh. Let's go left. I don't know if I want to go there. All the doors are open? Ooh. Oh, it's so mazy.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh no! I was investigating! No!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
Let's
the
try to
meeting
go
room.
back.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's
Okay,
no doors.
worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Can I? Nope. Nope.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
This is different.
Story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, it changed again. Oh, shit.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah, it was an office
Since
building.
I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Woo!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't
Aw,
feel
come
right about
on.
this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Damn it. I'm in a loop now. I'm stuck in the loop. Oh.
All right, I've got a
Adventure
solution.
line.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Oh, it goes this way. He's playing solitaire. Okay.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of
It's up on the
moving
wall
forward,
now.
are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of
over
life
the
itself?
chair.
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going.
Oh my god, it's on the
You know what?
ceiling.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh god. It's everywhere. This is amazing. Monthly ledgers, corporate imbalances, consolidation reports, departmental accounts, employee 432 peer reviews. Wait, it goes that way, yeah. Financial records. Amazing. It's like on the ceiling, the wall. I love it.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a fern. Yeah, I'm not going to remember much about that fern.
Wait,
Oh.
what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh,
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore.
good night, June.
Restart.
Oh, no. Oh, here we go again with the line. It's amazing.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh, okay. Let's do it.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might
Going
be,
in a
Stanley,
circle.
I'm ready for it.
It's boring.
Oh, no, not you again.
The line
Stanley,
broke through the
I'd also
ceiling.
like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
The line. Oh my god. Oh, it went back up into the ceiling.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
Ah.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Narrator is gone.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Aw.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped.
Uh-oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Hopefully not.
So, okay.
Aw.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Whoa. Uh-oh. Okay.
All of his co-workers are gone.
Oh,
what
no.
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't wanna.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm afraid going back that way will lead to the stuck ending. But I kind of want to see if I can do something different.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I wonder how I go over there. So many other doors. Can't go back in there. Can I actually fall off this? I can!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I was like, wait, can I fall off the ledge? I can fall off the ledge.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Now he said something different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I want to see about doing something different here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
Nice.
others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, This is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Why do I need to listen to you? I'll listen.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh boy.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh. What?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Oh, it's pretty.
I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going?
Ooh.
Right. Where were we?
Oh, it is pretty. Well, he said a moment. He didn't say the whole time. Now it's green. It is really pretty. Is it going to change color again? Woo! I think that's it. Or no, it's going away. It's probably going to change into something else. Well, now it's going to turn pink. Pink and red and orange. That's pretty. Okay. I've looked at it long enough.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I don't plan on hurting myself. Do you?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh. I don't want to jump on. I don't want to jump down at all. It's still pink outside.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Okay, I'll stay here. So, how's the chat? How are we doing? Yeah, right? How's the weather? What's going on? Oh, we're back to this. Time for another podcast. Oh, it's literally just resetting now.
No! What did we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved.
What are you doing?
Here.
Literally, that's the only way out of the
You heard me
game.
before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
Well, let's do this over again, and we'll try to take the blue door.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Woo! Oh.
Thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
It's like, no! And then I live.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be.
Oh, can I fall off the
If we
ledge?
stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I can't walk off the ledge. I thought maybe I could walk off the ledge.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
There's nothing else here, huh?
No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
The door is gone.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
Do I have to
Can
keep,
you
like,
do that for me?
jumping down
Oh.
from this?
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You're
No.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Oh god, I can't kill
Maybe
myself.
You're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
I'm
To be
impatient!
happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
I guess we just, yeah, have to keep jumping. This is crouching. I was wondering if there was a way to run, but I guess there is not.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
We had to do one more. Huh.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Alright,
What
let's
could it
take
mean?
the same route
Stanley
if we
decided
can.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting.
I love how he's
and
like, this
Stanley
isn't
knew it
the right
perfectly
way.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known
That's
before.
different.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
What competitive leaderboard?
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh boy. Now we're stuck in the... There's a
game,
baby!
The baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail.
Oh god.
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Oh god.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
For 4 hours? This is so annoying. There is an ending for playing it? Oh god, no. I could never. Time to watch a baby go on fire.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Uh-oh. I'm in Minecraft.
Better?
Yes.
At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell
I
me
can't
that,
jump
Stanley.
though.
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. The
Amazing.
squeeze here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes,
A door.
it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay. Let's go mining. I'm gonna run into a creeper or something.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light? Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5.
Uh-oh.
The diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
I heard the hell was the noise of that thing? Was that the creepers or?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is.
Portal!
Love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go
Yes.
find out what the hell this is.
Yes. Yes. Give it to me.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
There we go.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
Ah.
I don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough.
Okay, bye. Ooh. Where am I? Hello? I don't know. Oh! Just falling. It's all dark here. It's so dark. Can you guys even see? So spooky dark. think I just walked back in a circle. Yep. Huh. Let's go this way. And then this way. Aha! I see light. Ooh. One light. Aha! I see progress. It's our room, 427. Right? Can't do anything in here. Oh!
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Nope, there it is. I was like, I'm waiting for the end. Oh, we're back again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Okay,
And Stanley
let's
knew
see
it
what
perfectly
else we
well.
can do.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I forget, is there a way...
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
That takes... I don't want that. Is another thing down here? Trying to think what I have and haven't done. There's so many different ways.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Nope.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. It went down.
Is it...
right,
okay,
left,
it's just a repeat.
down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
It's only one ending here. I can restart this. Begin the game again. Okay. So I guess we just have to keep going the direction we were going.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's try to go left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business,
Let's go
Stanley
straight.
took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It seems like I can go down there. There's like an open thing there, but I don't know how to get down there safely. You know?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Danger everywhere. Let's see.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
Let's see if we can get through
building this
this.
section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Oh, it just keeps leading to it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, there it is. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Good old Neil is offline first. Skid, Nico Nacho. Oh, God. 21.3% players skipped the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% chose the blue door. This is you, 9,328th place. Let's try to go this way.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Oh
You
boy.
wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay, so this is pretty much almost getting to be exactly the same.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards
I'm not even going to
danger.
hit the button this
You
time.
click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because
Never
it's that
motivated
I
when
don't
I'm
know
in
what to
last
do.
place,
I'm completely
yeah.
out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
So I think the rest of it is the same. Yeah. So we're going to begin the game again. So let's see if there's something else we can do on the other side, like right before we do the
What could it
mannequin.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Like, I feel like that back room, that's where a lot of stuff can happen. This is all different. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? What just happened? Isn't this different? I don't remember this room. Or no, I do.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Okay.
open doors,
I got
this
really
was not
confused
the
for a
correct way to
second.
the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It is a really
was
nice
okay.
employee lounge.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm under a desk. Okay, there's gotta be something I can do here. Wish I could jump. I can seem to walk on top of some of the boxes. I wonder if I can fall? Is there a safe way I could fall? Can I go up on this chair? And like over there? No. I'm trying to think of... Because the platform takes me over there. Is there like a hidden... try stepping on and off the platform.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
Is he fucking
Come
with me?
on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Can I land on those boxes? Probably not.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong.
Damn.
Clumsy of me.
Guess the boxes don't break my fall. Probably had knives in them. Oh, oh, oh! This is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, wow. It just... Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't.
All right,
5
let's
years ago.
check out over here then.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
All right, let's try this.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out
Can I
to
unplug the
her.
phone?
Oh, no,
Yes.
no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes!
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I just
You actually
walked up to the wall.
chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Yeah,
Not
right.
Picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Ah.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around with this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Oh, I have.
So you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Oh.
Or he could systematically
With
set
flowers.
fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Practice!
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally,
I make
if
that
you begin to wonder if
43,000
your
one.
choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Oh boy.
Oh. Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh boy. I have to go back?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
There's carriers up all over the place.
It's not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh my god. They're coddling me.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Oh,
that
God.
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that?
Oh!
Hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
What happened? Oh. There's a lot happening. I really can't go this way. I have to go the other way. Is it different? Oh yeah.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why?
Yes.
For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh, this is worse.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Oh boy.
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
No,
He
you
actually
didn't.
knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect.
I already did that, though.
I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Oh.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Oh.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I want to go to the right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
It's just going to restart.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
What happens if
All
you just
right.
keep doing that?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you.
I guess nothing happens. He just keeps restarting.
Fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't think it keeps
No!
changing.
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Wow.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
Okay,
choosing
we'll go left
responsibly
then.
and always
Nothing's
putting
happening.
The story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Talk
of
less.
disbelief, Stanley decided to
Don't
up
get
to his
fired.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Broom closet. Broom. I want to go to the broom closet.